Leadership Academy is actually share lessons learned. We also take account of what we've done in the last year. We look at what we need to do going forward to be even better. And this year, as you know, we're focusing on what is the real test of all of our work, is academic performance actually improving. Are students actually able to learn better because of all of the work you're doing in integrating technology into teaching and learning?
Do some deep thinking about what it means to make the change you want to make on your curriculum and move the achievement of your students in the right direction. If you want to support the success of your students in math, math needs to become your favorite school subject.
We remain committed to make this program as successful as possible because we believe that there's a lot of value to this. Yes, it's going to narrow the digital divide. Yes, it's going to improve the capability of the students and their parents. This is going to change the quality of life of every one of the families that are impacted by this program.
For this partnership to work, we have to have a dual capacity model where we have to develop the capacity of both the families, but also the capacity of the staff. We can have a conversation around family and community engagement and welcome environments without having the conversation of what is the school doing internally to make it as welcoming for families to be engaged.
Efficacy of school-to-home partnership is based on the idea of student learning and student well-being being the greatest asset, the cohesion that really can help us promote.
We've been working a lot at our site on cultural proficiency and inequities and understanding those impact factors in the community that are affecting our parents and making them afraid to come in. And we're trying to develop our own capacity to be greater advocates for these kids and these families.
So when we're thinking about this whole initiative, how do we get in front of it instead of reacting to something?
The parent education workshops, the using of technology, it's a strategy, right? But ultimately what we want to make sure that the schools are building those relationships with those families.
It's all about equity and how do we give equal opportunities when the kids don't walk in our door equal, and technology can sometimes help provide that support.
There was a great commitment to the work that all of the schools are doing, such a commitment that several of the targets are being met.
We are all about, making an environment in which our kids are safe and responsible and ethical. And how do we help them do that? And how do we create a culture that helps them do that and makes that the default?
So I think those 10 components are really powerful. They're not all easy, but the idea that we can continue to come back to that framework to really help us guide the work.
That access to the classroom and the use of technology, not to replace old pedagogy, but to actually enhance learning. So how do you actually incorporate technology to actually deepen learning, to create deeper means of formative assessment, deeper means of collaborative discussion and collaborative discourse in the work, leveraging higher level tasks.
I like to consider myself a partner in your mission, a partner in everybody here's today mission to transform neighborhoods and ultimately transform lives. I'm a teacher from Paramount, so I well understand the challenges that many of our youth are facing today, the challenges teachers face in the classroom when they try to close that achievement gap.
I want to thank everyone who's been pushing connectivity for students both at home as well as in the school districts. We really appreciate all the efforts that you guys do.
We're working to advance digital equity in Long Beach, and in Long Beach we're using an equity lens as we define that. So that means proactively ensuring that everyone has equitable access and use of digital literacy training, the internet, technology, devices, and other digital resources.
The fact that we've got the City of Long Beach, the County of Los Angeles, Long Beach Unified School District all working together to close this gap that we have here in many of our urban cities just makes me so proud.
I think you can have better partners than like CETF, who come in and create the kind of collaborations that are necessary, for us challenging our county departments to think more strategic in terms of the way they deliver services.
I want you to go away feeling proud that what you're doing is really changing
lives.
Okay, I think this is great. This is an example for the state. Sunny, your team is great. What you're doing here is great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep serving our kids, and let's do this all over the state of California. Thank you.